Hey y'all, it's Raven Nikia back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, a basic everyday makeup look, talking about post-grad life, post-grad depression, anxiety, therapy, being in a new relationship, and just life overall. So yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned. Okay, so I already washed my face and moisturized, and I just sprayed some rose hip oil and vitamin C facial mist toner. I always spray this part of my makeup. I got this from like Ross or Marshalls. So yeah. It wasn't expensive. It was like $4.99. So I'm gonna start off with my eyebrows. I've been doing my eyebrows the same for years. So if you see my old videos, you already know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna use this Anastasia dip brow with my thing. So yeah, this is gonna be a little chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. Yeah. So first to start off, basically I'm just gonna talk about post-grad life, especially in a pandemic. Newly being in a relationship, just my life in general. Like, I want to talk to y'all. Let's talk. So yeah, first of all, I don't know who told me that I want us to be an adult because it's very ghetto. I'm just joking, but adulting is not always cracked up to be like, it's really stressful. But maybe it's just me, but it's really stressful to me. Like, I be so stressed all the time. You can ask my boyfriend. I'm always stressing about something. And it might not be like a big deal to other people, but it's like everything to me is a big deal. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, like paying bills is ghetto. Luckily, I don't have to pay like a car note or anything, like insurance, but still I have bills. Like my rent is my big bill. Like when I got my job or whatever, I was like, I'm about to live in this apartment in Charlotte. I think I'm grown. Yeah. Definitely think I'm grown. Like my rent is just way too expensive. Like I should have listened to my mom and live somewhere else. Like it's a great apartment. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very secure, all of that. It's just a lot for me to live by myself, and I'm not really here as much as I would normally be because I'm in a relationship now. And he lives in Greensboro, and it's like I work from home and he doesn't. So it's, of course, it's easier for me to go there than it is for him to come here, even though he comes here, but it's only like when he's not working, because he doesn't work Thursday through Sunday, so he always comes on the weekend. But lately I've been going up there a lot just because like my other friends are in Greensboro, so it's like everything is there. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be. I'm just grateful that I do have a job. Like I don't want people to think like, oh, she's being ungrateful because some people don't even have, like I get that. I really do. Like I'm very grateful for my job and being able to provide for myself, but it's just like, whoa, like they don't tell you all of this, how it's gonna be. But I mean, it's not all bad. Like I have good days, I have bad days. I definitely feel like they definitely in college need to talk about post-grad depression like way more. Like I didn't know about post-grad depression for real until I met my friend Tyra, and she was telling me about it and like how it's a real thing. Like that thing is real. And I was just like, dang, like what? But yes, post-grad depression is very real, whether you have your stuff together or you don't. Because even if you do have your stuff together, it's just now you have your stuff together and you have all these responsibilities. So of course it gets a little stressful sometimes, especially if you're not. Luckily, my Charlotte's not that far from my home, like Atlanta. But still, like I'm not in my home state. I don't know anybody for real in Charlotte. Like I don't know anybody unless I know them from school, which is most of the people I know here I know from school, or I met through somebody else. But it's like I don't really know anybody like that. So like I'm always by myself when I'm here for real, unless people come see me. So yeah, post-grad depression is real. Don't like, and like for me, I don't want to tell anybody because like they're like, oh, she has a job and I don't know why she's going through that. Like, no, it could still be a thing for sure. Like, don't let anybody tell you that just because you have your ish together that you won't suffer, because you really could. And you could suffer in silence, you could suffer and tell people and they don't like. Just as long as, I feel like, as long as you have somebody to talk to, at least if it's just one person, I feel like you should definitely let that out. Because I do have a problem of holding stuff in and not telling anybody until like I'm about to blow up. Like, I've had a couple episodes, if you want to call them, of me like, you know, breaking down, like basically like I tell my boyfriend a lot, like what I'm going through, because he was also one that told me about post-grad depression, because he graduated in 2018. So he basically told me about it and how like it's real, like it hits you. So I was like, I vent to him a lot because he went through it, so, and he got through it. Like, so I talked to him about it. I pray about it. Y'all, prayer is real. Make sure y'all pray. I pray every night. Every night. Like, prayer is real. I definitely pray about it a lot. Because I'm the type of person, I don't like people to see me suffering, if that's a good word. Like, I don't like people to see me, like, I'm the type, I'm like, okay. I feel like people look at me like, oh, she got her stuff together. So, like, sometimes it's a lot of pressure because it's like, nobody is perfect. Like, literally nobody. So don't think that you're going to be perfect when you graduate. Even if you do have a job, you're moving, like, you know, stuff happens. People go through stuff. Some of the richest people in the world go through depression and anxiety. Like, you have to think about stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely, you know, of course, and also being in a pandemic, I'm not in the office. So I'm working from home not 24/7, but, you know, 5 days a week. And that can get, like, you feel like you're trapped, like, in a room all day, which you really are. Especially online, you start onboarding online, like, it could be a lot. So I definitely feel like having an outlet is really important. Like, that's why I was working out a lot, because it helped relieve some of my stress, like, from work, because then it's like I'm working, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I feel like I'm not being productive. I'm just sitting there all day. And of course, from the outside looking in, oh, that's amazing. Like, you don't do anything, you get paid. Yeah, it's not what it's cracked up to be, though. Like, you want to feel a little productive. Like, this is my career. Like, it's not like a part-time job or just a little rinky-dink job. Like, this is my career. So it's like I want to feel like I'm doing something, because in a couple years when my program is over, I need to have something to show for it. So it's like, that's definitely what I'm trying to do going into the new year, is be more productive and stuff like that, because I do slack off a little bit in that category. I can get really, like, complacent. So I'm definitely working on that. What else about post-grad? It's just like a lot sometimes. Like, also like grad school. Like, people say you should go to grad school, get out the way while you're still young, but it's like, I don't want to go back to school. Like, I don't want to do work. Like, I will probably get my master's, but it's like, I don't know what I want to, like, I was in a lot of pressure. It's like, oh, I want to have my master's by the time I'm 25 and have all this. I'm going to get my master's as soon as I graduate while working. And it's attainable, but it's not for everybody. Like, don't feel like you have to get your master's when you graduate to be productive, because you don't. If that's not for you, then it's not for you. And, like, I had a lot of pressure on myself. And it's like nobody else put this pressure on me but myself. Like, I had a lot of pressure. I was like, I need to get my master's. I need to figure out what I'm doing. And then I came to the conclusion in, like, March, like, I'm not getting my master's right now. Like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how my life works out with working first, and then I'll probably get my master's. But I'm not going to stress myself out and spread myself too thin to where, okay, I'm getting my master's, but I'm slacking in work. Or I'm doing my work, but my grades are bad in my master's, and then it's like, yeah. And then also, I don't want to pay for it. So, yeah. Get y'all a job who's going to pay for y'all degree, because I don't want to have no more student loans. That's another thing. Student loans, that stress me out so bad. But yeah, let me stop real quick. So I just did my eyebrows, pretty basic. You know, just a little, these actually look really good. I've been working on trying not to make my eyebrows too thick. And yeah. So yeah, I think you just brush them out. So next I'm gonna put on my lashes. I just have these lashes from the beauty supply store. You've probably seen them before. Excuse my nails, they look horrible. I cut them down because they were way too long. And I couldn't work with them. But yeah, I just feel like don't let society, social media stress you out to think that you have to conform to something that's not you. Like, I feel like I struggle with that a lot. Like, I feel like I have to do this certain kind of stuff because that's what I see on social media, and we like to deny that that's what happens, but that really happens in real life. Like, we go off of social media a lot because that's just what we are. That's what we do. Our generation, we feed off of social media so heavily. So I'll admit that. I can admit it, that I am, you know, persuaded by social media sometimes. Like, looking at people who are my age, have all this money, all these businesses. It's like, dang, what am I doing wrong? Like, she 22 and she a millionaire. But it's like, not everybody's story is the same. So don't let that deter you from what you really want to do. Like, life is not a rush. Like, I've had to learn that too over the past couple months. Like, I'm I'm like, oh, I want to do this by 25. I want to get married by this, have babies by this. But it's like, you can't do that. That's not how life works. Like, I really have struggled with that. Like, especially now that I'm in a relationship with somebody that's older than me. Like, Michael's 26, I'm 23. So it's like, I be feeling like I have to, you know, rush because he's getting older. You know, I just be thinking like, I need to hurry up. Like, he's about to be 30, even in reality, he's really not about to be 30. But in my head, you know, when social media makes us think that 25 is a new 30. Like, if you don't got your stuff together by 25, you fail at life. Like, it's just so messed up. But yeah, so I've had to, you know, calm down a little bit and be patient. That's what I'm trying to work on. That's my word for 2021 is patience. Because I always, if you know me, I'm always trying to rush. I'm always in a rush doing something. So I'm really trying to work on being patient in 2021 and just letting things happen, living my life like it'll come when it comes. It's really what I'm trying to work on. What else? Being in a relationship it's amazing. The person I'm in a relationship with, it's just being able to adjust to a new person. Because if you know about my last relationship, I was in it for on and off for a minute, and it was very toxic. It was not healthy at all. But you know, sometimes you stay in situations just because it's comfortable for you. Like, of course I'm staying in a situation because, you know, it's what I'm used to, and then you think I'm not gonna be able to get nobody else. Like, girl, sis, if you need a sign, this is your sign to get out of that unhealthy relationship. Now, do it. I'm telling you, you're going to love yourself for it. Like, I'm so like, and it's like, I'm not dogging the other person. Like, no, I would never dog somebody, but it's just sometimes some people are there to teach you lessons, like what you don't want in a relationship, what you do in a relationship. Like, that's just life. Like, everybody's not meant for you, and that's okay. I've had to learn that. So it's like, I don't know, just being with someone who's actually not toxic at first was a lot. Like, oh, you don't want to argue? What? Like, you don't want to cuss each other out? What? So yeah, I had to, you know, adjust and, you know, get used to the fact that, okay, he's not saying this just to get something from you, or he's not saying this just to, you know, fill your head up with lies. Like, he really means it. So it's like, you know, I just had to let myself trust somebody for real. Because I was so used to, like, not trusting somebody for a very, very, very long time. Like, it was very bad. It's like, I definitely should have got out of that situation sooner. But then you have, like, people in your ear. You have, like I said, comfortability. So it was just, you know, it was time. It was definitely time. I had to live for me. But then it's like, as soon as I start living for me, here comes Michael Ashton Martin. I'm just joking. But yeah, he literally came at like the weirdest time. Like, I was literally not trying to talk to anybody. Like, of course I was like entertaining people here and there, but it was nothing serious because, you know, I had just graduated. Well, I started talking to him like a little before I graduated, like in April, the end of April, beginning of May. So it was like, I'm about to graduate. I already knew I was going to Charlotte, so of course I'm like, okay, you know, hopefully I'll find me somebody in Charlotte, you know, start living my best life, blah, blah, blah. No, ma'am. God had other plans for me. But yeah, he came at the weirdest time. I was really like not in the mood. So that's why, like, in our other video, when I was talking about how I didn't want to talk to him, I really didn't want to talk to him. Like, you can ask Janelle, like, I was not here for it at first. Like, I curved him so many times. Like, I'm not about to hang out with him. Like, this is not happening. I don't have time for no more BS. I don't have time for it, okay? I don't got time for it. But then I gave him a chance, and honestly, it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And it's like, people say, like, I don't know, because we've only been dating for 7 months. So it's like, people are like, how do you know? Like, it's only been 7 months. Da-da-da-da. But it's like, when you know, you literally know. Like, Michael is literally like my soulmate. And I can say that wholeheartedly because, like, of what he's shown me, what we've done. You know, it's just like, I don't know, you can tell when somebody is different for you. Like, he's patient, he's really calm. Like, because I'm very, like, not calm. So he's really calm. You know, he's the opposite of me for real. Like, even when we get in arguments, he's like not what I'm used to. Like, in my old relationship, when I used to get in arguments, it would be cussing, calling each other out our name, putting hands on each other, all of that. Like, it was bad. I ain't never really told. Well, I told my friends and they knew. But like, it was bad. Like, stuff that I shouldn't have been dealing with at that age, of course. And it's just like stuff that I shouldn't have been putting up with as the person as I am. Like, I knew I deserved better, but it's just like, no. So yeah, he literally came at the right time, and I just know that he's like my person. And it's like, people, like, when we first started dating, like, why y'all moving so fast? But it's like, if y'all are both moving fast and y'all are both on the same page, I really don't see a problem with it. Because honestly and truly, like, if a guy really wants you and he wants something with like a future with you, he's not gonna play with you. And you'll know that. Like, he'll let you know. Just have those honest conversations, for real. That's what I had to do. And I told him, I was like, we're moving fast. And he was like, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Like, I know what I want with you. He told me that a week when we started. Like, we literally talked for 2 weeks. Like, it went really fast. Like, we talked for 2 weeks. We started dating 2 weeks after we started talking. And then, you know, we're still here. So, I mean, it's different for different people, of course. Like, not everybody can do that. But I'm telling you, sis, when they know, they know. I'm telling you, they're not going to play with you. They are not going to play. So, yeah, I just put on my lashes. They might look a little crazy. I'm going to have to fix them. But, yeah. So, now I'm going to put on my concealer. I just had this e.l.f. concealer, which reminds me of the Fenty concealer, which is what I used to use. But I used this one time because I just ran out and I needed some, and I ended up falling in love with it, and I use it now. So, and it's like $4. If that, it might even be $3, but it's not expensive, and it goes on good. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not putting on foundation. I normally don't really wear foundation unless it's like I'm doing like a full face, but I don't normally wear foundation just because like my skin tone is pretty even for the most part. So it's like, I don't wear it. But if you want to put on foundation, sis, go ahead, do you. Be yourself, do what you gotta do. But yeah, like, I'm really like, I said that twice. But I'm really happy, like, genuinely happy. You know, serious relationships and stuff. But I mean, people live their life different ways. So if you feel like you want to talk to that person, talk to that person. If you feel like you want to be by yourself, be by yourself. Do what makes you happy, not what makes other people think that you're happy. Do what makes you happy. And in my situation, this makes me happy. So, yeah. But, I mean, and then it gets kind of hard because even though Charlotte and Greensboro are not that far apart, it's still about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's like, dang, I can't just go to my boyfriend's house after I get off work and go to work the next morning, like how I would if he like lived in Charlotte or I lived in Greensboro, and like if I was in the office. So that gets kind of hard sometimes, just because even though it's somewhat long distance, I know that he's not that far, so it makes me want to go there even more. And it's like, oh, I can't be always just running to Greensboro. Like, I have a whole apartment, which I've struggled with the past 6 months, but we're not gonna talk about that. But like, you know, I'm starting to get better, you know, being by myself, you know, living, you know, alone and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting better, but you know, we'll see. So yeah, just blend out all the concealer. And it's just like, I don't know, like, he just feels so different. Like, it's so weird. Like, people might think I'm being crazy, but it's so serious. Like, he literally, like, doesn't let me be angry. He treats me like a princess, for real. But it's like, he doesn't, like, I don't know. Because, like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. In my last relationship, I was not, I would say I was pretty selfish. Like, I was not, you know, selfless. Like, I wasn't. And that's what I wanted to change in my new relationship. Because it's like, yeah, your man can cater to you, but you don't want to be like a leech type situation. So I was like, you know, I'm going to be, you know, more understanding, more giving. And it's like, I don't know, like, in this relationship, I want to do stuff like that. Like, I want to do stuff for you, buy stuff for you. It don't even gotta be big gifts. It could be little stuff. Like, I want to do stuff like that, which is so weird because I never felt like that before. If you know, you know, I never felt like that before. But it's like, I want to do that stuff for him because, like, I just feel like I know he would do the same for me. And it's like, I don't want to be like a leech. That's not cute. It's really not. I'm not saying he don't spoil me, because he do. I am very spoiled, but in a good way. So yeah, that's about my relationship. I'm really trying to lose weight because quarantine really, like, that's another thing with post-grad, like, especially because I was in quarantine, so I was gaining weight from being at home. The gyms weren't open. I was gaining weight. So then, like, August, around July, August, I started really seeing it, like, in my face. I remember I was at home one time, and I took a picture with my cousins, and I looked at the picture, and I hated it, like, hated it. Like, I looked so fat. My face was not how it normally is. Like, I didn't look, like, happy in the face or nothing. I'm like, what is going on? So that's when I realized, like, I need to do something. Like, this is not gonna work. So that's another thing. Like, I noticed, like, even though I was in a new relationship, I was happy. I was still, you kind of, like, going through that post-grad thing. So it's like, that's why I was eating a lot, drinking a lot. You know, it wasn't good. Like, I've noticed now, looking back at it, that was just me indulging and trying to make up for me feeling a certain type of way. So, you know, another thing, like I said before, make sure you have somebody to talk to, somebody that you can vent to. If you don't want to talk to anybody, write it down. I've done that. Like, in your notes in your phone, just write it down. Get it out so it's not bottled up, because then you'll feel like you, like, when somebody asks you what's wrong, you explode and you start, you know, blowing up and crying and stuff. Because I've had those moments too. You know, when somebody asks you what's wrong and it's already in there, you're like, and you start crying. And that's me. But I don't know, in 2021, I just really want to start loving myself from the inside out. Like, of course, you know, I love myself. Like, I'm not doubting myself, but I want to really love myself from the inside out, accepting my flaws, knowing that everything is not going to be perfect the first time around, knowing that I'm young and I need to live my life. That's what I'm really working on. Like, I really rush everything, and it's so annoying. Like, for example, in December, Christmas Day, I was thinking about Valentine's Day. And then Valentine's Day, I'm going to be thinking about our anniversary. Already I'm thinking about our anniversary. It's not until June. So it's like, I'm trying to slow down, you know, trust the process, trust my journey, and know that everything is not a rush. Like, I need to live in the moment type thing. So I'm really working on that, because I didn't even tell y'all what I set my face with. Well, it's not. So this is a Sasha Buttercup powder. I've been using it since, like, freshman year of college. But yeah, so you just put that in your face and then brush it off. But yeah, so definitely I need to learn how to trust the process, live in the moment, enjoy the moments while they're here. Because there was this thing on Instagram, it was like, what did it say? Basically something like, the moment that you're living in is what you used to dream for, and now you're thinking about something else. So it's like, I used to dream about stuff like this, being in my own apartment, having a job, you know, being happy, being in love. And it's like, now I'm here and I'm thinking about getting married, having kids. Like, no, slow down. You're only 23. You have time. Live your life. So yeah, I'll update y'all in a couple months on how that's going. Because I really have, like, I wrote that down for my goal, because I wrote down a list of goals for 2021 that I want to achieve, you know, this year. And I have like 10 of them. And they're all like, they're either financial, personal, physical, like things like that. Any type of goals. So I definitely advise, if you haven't already, to write your goals down, and don't look at them as resolutions. Look at them as goals, because you want them to last more than a year, 2 years. You want them to be like lifelong. So definitely, if you haven't written down your goals for 2021, do that. And then what I like to do, I'm contouring my face with the Crayon Case Contortion Notebook. This is like the best contour that I really have ever had, for real. And it's from a Black-owned business, Super. So make sure y'all check it out. And it's not that expensive either. And it's lasts a really long time. So yeah, it's a little broke, but it works. And then I like to put it on my eyelids, just to add a little definition. See that? Yeah. So yeah. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have your stuff together and that you need to, you know, get your stuff together. I'm not saying be complacent. Like, you always want to elevate in life, but you also don't want to rush in life. Like, you want to live your life without rushing it, but also you don't want to be held back. So, like, balance in the middle. So yeah, 2021 is a year of prosperity. We had a hard 2020. We all did. But we're not going to let that defeat us, because 2021, we're all chasing bigger bags. We're all gonna be happy. We're all gonna be fit. I'm speaking that into existence because, you know, it's a little hard sometimes. But I'm excited for 2021, honestly. Like, I have a new business, you know, even though I moved in here 6 months ago, but it's still new. New apartment, my new son, Cash, even he's about to be 1. Y'all, he's about to be 1 in January. Literally, what's today's date? The 3rd? On the 12th. Like, I have a 1-year-old? Really? Who, me? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, just like, live your life. Like, yeah. And then also, like, another thing that, I'll say this before, you know, it's over. Another thing that I'm working on is not overextending myself. Because it's like, you see all these people on social media again with all this stuff, doing all these things, but it's like, you don't want to put too much on your plate so where you're like I said before with the getting your master's and working. Like, you don't want to overextend yourself to where you're not putting your all into something, you're only half-assing it. So also want to work on that because I'm like, I want to start this business and that business and do this and do that and travel and this and that. And it's like, you can't be in 5,000 places at once. We all know that. So yeah, make sure you just balance while also living your life, because we're gonna live our best lives this year, y'all. We are. I'm speaking that now. But I have a lot of stuff planned. I'm really excited. This year, like, not even just YouTube, like, just in life. But it's like, you don't want to speak on it too much. People do burn your downfall, though. Remember that. Can't tell everybody everything. So I just line my lips. It's a little dark. With this liner. Can y'all hear Cash? I'll just line my lips with this brown liner, and then I'm gonna put on this just Beauty Spot Store lip gloss. It's the mango butter one. They have like a whole bunch of different flavors, so I just got the mango one. And then I'm gonna take my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray that you can get from Beauty Spot Store, Target, everywhere basically. You know, they sell NYX everywhere. So I'm gonna just spray that all over my face, let it dry. Let me take my scarf off. So I just did a little slick back because I'm trying not to put heat on my hair, and then I really don't feel like wearing wigs right now. So, you know, I'm gonna just rock it natural because, yeah, like, 2021 is also the year that my hair needs to flourish because I just want it to grow. Like, it has grown a lot because, like, when did I get my cut? I got my hair cut the summer going into sophomore year. So that was like, I don't know, I can't count. However many years ago. And it has grown back. It was literally like shaved in the back and like cut. Like, it has grown a lot. I wish I never cut it. It probably could have been way longer, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a cute little bun. And then also, if you need therapy, go to therapy. Like, I really am an advocate for therapy. I know y'all hear this all the time, like, in the Black community. They say that you shouldn't go to therapy. You want people in your business, but go to therapy. Like, I feel like it's very useful. I've been in therapy before. It's worked for me. It's literally an unbiased opinion. Like, you don't know this person from a can of paint, and they're helping you get your stuff together. Like, I think it's very useful. So, yeah, I definitely suggest therapy. Because, I mean, of course you want to talk to people you know. You want them, like, their opinion, but you also want an unbiased opinion. Like, it's really helpful and professional. Like, they went to school for this, they have a license for this type thing. So you want that too. So yeah, therapy is a great thing. Because I know a lot of people are scared of therapy. Like, they don't want to talk to a stranger. They don't want anybody in their business. They don't want people to know they're going through stuff. And also, if you go to therapy, you don't have to tell anybody. Like, I think you should tell, like, your close family and friends, like, you know, just so they're in the loop. But you technically, like, you don't really have to tell them until you're comfortable. So, yeah, I definitely think therapy is a great thing. And a lot of schools offer it for free. That's how I went. I went through my school when I was in school. I went for free. It's on campus. I don't have to drive anywhere. I mean, I drove because I wasn't staying on campus, but, you know, you don't have to worry about paying for it because that's the main thing. It's free. Get those resources while they're free. Because I was looking at therapy now that I'm not in school and see how much it costs. And therapy is not cheap, baby, at all. So if y'all can get it while it's free, I suggest y'all do that now. It's not too late. Because, I mean, everybody doesn't have, like, huge issues. Like, it may be something from your childhood. It could be anything. And they're willing to help you. Because that's what they do. Yo, I'm not that good with baby hairs. I'll be trying. That's what another thing I need to work on in 2021 is my baby hairs. Like, I don't know how to do them. Like, I be trying. I really do. But it's like, I used to be able to do them, too, back in, like, freshman year. When I used to do my baby, I used to do them. Because I used to wear leave out and stuff. But now I guess I forgot. I'm getting old. Is that what it's giving? Old? I'm not that old. I can't be that forgetful. But I'm really trying to, like, I really want to travel in 2021, even though it's kind of hard with COVID. But I really want to travel. That's on my list, my goals for 2021. I want Michael and I to go out the country. But it's kind of hard with being in a panini. So yeah, we'll try. You know, it's on my list. If not 2021, then 2022. If not 2022, then 2023. Hopefully we're not in a pandemic that long, but you never know. With the way these clubs are open and people just out in Atlanta especially, y'all have lost your minds. Like, I know I went out. I'm not gonna lie. I did. But at least I had a mask. I wasn't all in people's face. Like, I didn't go nowhere where it was super packed. They be in Atlanta in people's face, no mask on at all. And it's like, I get I can't sit in the house 24/7, 365 all year long. But it's like, dang, y'all all in these people's face and they got no mask on. Probably ain't taking no test at all. But yeah, so I'm finished with my look. It's real basic. This is like an everyday look. If you want to do like no gloss, you could do that. Some chapstick. These lashes aren't super long and thick, so you know. Yeah, no eyeshadow, no foundation. Perfect. Cash wants to say hi to y'all. Say hi, people. Don't lick my face. Say hi. Y'all nephew is bad. But yeah. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. It felt good to get some stuff off my chest, maybe help some people if they needed some help with anything. And so yeah, let me know what you want to see down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.